Good morning, class, and welcome to USB History 101. I'm your teacher today, Mr. Sony, and I'll be teaching you about USB history. The first model of USB was invented by a group of 7 companies in 1994. The purpose was to make transferring data from PC to PC easier and faster. And that is all for this class today, guys. And don't forget to do your homework. I'll see you next Monday.
30 years ago, in a village far, far away, lived USB, the USB.
Hey guys, my name is US Bay, but you guys probably already knew that because the narrator guy already introduced me. But welcome to my village. I'm going to tell you about my life.
I remember when I was just born, I could only read and write at a speed of 1.5 megabytes per second. I was very little and I was learning to read and write faster as time went by. In 1996, I have learned to read and write much faster, and my speed of reading and writing has increased to 12 megabytes per second.
At the time where I can only read and write at the speed of 1.5 megabytes per second, I was only 2 years old. So considering I knew how to read and write at 2 years old, that was pretty awesome for me, I think. And by the age of 4, as I said before, my speed increased to 12 megabytes per second. People used the older version of me rather than the younger version of me because I could read and write faster. So people would tend to use the 4-year-old version of me instead of the 2-year-old version of me. I finally graduated from primary, which was when I finished year 6. By then, I knew how to read and write at a much higher speed, and so I decided to apply for a job. I applied for the mailman job because what I'm good at is I am small, so I can run around really quick and deliver the files, and I can remember a lot, so I can deliver files. I can deliver a lot of files at the same time. So I applied for the job, and they accepted me. Up until this day, I still remember the first day of me being a mailman. I walked in the office that morning, and I remember my executive gave me a manual which said,
How to be a mailman manual. There's only one rule. Don't ever forget to close the mailbox after you deliver the mail, or you could lose all your files to the wind.
But I remember one day when I was out doing my job, delivering files from one mailbox to another, running down the streets, through alleyways, through backyards, and delivering files. But then something caught my attention in the distance, so I went to look at it. But I carelessly forgot to close the mailbox behind me. And so, that night, I had a terrible, terrible fever, and the next morning I went straight to the doctor.